welcome to my Flosstube. I'm Angie from Angie Slowly Crafts. This is a channel about cross stitch. If you think I look tired and sick, you are right in your assumptions. I am, but if I don't do this today, I just don't know if I will get anything done before the new year. So we're gonna try this. I already don't even know what I was gonna say. If I have to edit out some coughing and sneezing and all that fun stuff, I will. Yeah, so it's been about a month, I think it's been a month since I have done across a floss tube. And in November, I did not have a very good stitching month. The kids were sick. We had a terrible flu come through the house. It was terrible. And it was like a week of back and forth with them in school, out of school, and trying to get their fevers under control. And then once they were done, then it hit me. And I have not been sick with a high fever for a really long time, and it just wiped me right out. I spent like a week in bed. I was in couldn't eat anything. It was terrible. So stitching was like the last thing on my mind. I think I might have got some reading done, but stitching, no. So there's at least 10 days in November that I didn't stitch. But having said that, apparently I had a decent beginning month, because if I look at my handy dandy planner, I got 5,376 stitches in November, so not bad. But I think a lot of those stitches were before my last floss tube, so some of those projects you're not even going to see. Which brings me to the fact that I have 34 whips, and I only worked on 19 of them. But now that I say that, it's like a month and I've worked on 19 whips, so I guess that's not it's not terrible. But going through my getting my stats or my numbers and everything, and there were so many whips that I'm not showing you today. And I know I think I said that the last time, but this one really made me sad, because you're not gonna see Sea Villains or God Shed His Grace, Bird Garden, my sea turtles. I mean, when have I ever done a floss tube and you've never seen my sea turtles? That's like one of my favorite projects. So that one makes me sad. I might just show it to you guys because it's my favorite project. Just kind of like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long this goes. But first of all, let's get to, did I even welcome you guys to my channel? Seriously, this, okay. Hi, I'm so glad that you're here. For those of you who are new, yes, I did say this was a floss tube channel. It's usually mostly full coverage cross stitch, but again, I think a lot of my projects are not full coverage. So I'm thinking that I need to do like a whip parade before the end of the year if I can, because I don't think, if you're new here, I don't think you're getting a full scope of my projects, but that's okay. You can go back. I have other videos. Anyways, so I explained what I've been up to for that. Got my Christmas tree up. I hope the lighting isn't terrible in here right now. I don't know. I wanted to sit in front of the tree, but it really, it's kind of doing a weird light. I do have a window right beside me, which I was trying to make it so it wasn't shining right in. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. If it's terrible, then I will just not post it and you won't know about any of this. So yeah, the Christmas tree. What else have I been up to? Oh, I've started playing piano a lot more again. I go through phases. I've been playing piano since I was, well, I hate to say this because I'm not very good, but I have actually been playing piano since I was 3, because my mom was a piano teacher. So I've dabbled in it for quite a while. But anyway, so I've been playing lots of piano. You can't see. I'm pointing to my piano over there, but it's there. So I've been doing that. I've been doing lots of reading too. Chad keeps giving me these reading challenges and I can't say no. So, and the reward is like free books. So I've been doing lots of reading too. But this is a channel about cross stitch, so we're going to get to the cross stitch. I've been watching Flosstube. Not as many as I normally do, but like I've been watching a bunch of different people, but the people that I've been watching like consistently would be Leanne from Small Town Stitches, which she's kind of doing she was doing it daily, but now I think she's just gonna kind of like do it weekly whenever she has time. But they're still good. I watch. So Leanne, Rainy from Rainy Day Reads, Vonnie from oh my goodness, Thread Thy Needle, Thread the Needle, but I'll have them linked below. And Jamie from Crafty Jamie. She's done Flosstube for like 2 or 3 years, and her videos are like 3 minutes, but it's fine. It's good. So those are the ones that I've been watching consistently, I think. And then there's also, of course, like I said, I've been doing lots of reading, so I've gotten back into my booktube. So if you're a booktube, if you like booktube, Chantel Reads All Day is the one that I've watched well, I've watched her for many years, but she does Bookmas. So that is all I'm going to say about that. So I said 19 out of 34 projects. We're just going to start. So my first, I've got bags all over here and I don't know what my hair is doing, so just stitch. Don't look at me, just listen to me and it'll be fine. Look up every once in a while when I show a project. It might be best for all of us. Okay, so my first project is my nativity. And as I was going through my book of like, because I have all my projects written down, I thought they were in like chronological order. They are not. This is not my oldest project, but obviously it was the first one I wanted to put in my book. I don't know. So anyways, this is The Nativity by Donna Gelsinger, the mini nativity. There's many people working on this project. Some people doing regular, some people doing max color, the mini, different versions of this nativity where it's like Allie from Adventures of Stitching, she has hers where the wise men aren't there yet. They're in like the background. Anyways, I'm going to show you my project now. This is on 18 count, 2/1 full cross. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I have only added 97 stitches, so, but here is the full of what I have done. And the 97 stitches are going to be in here somewhere. Yeah, that light is not great. I'm sorry. This is what I get for wanting to have the Christmas tree behind me. But hopefully you get the gist of what that's looking like. So I am working in 10 by 20 columns across the page, I guess. This is the end of the page here, so I've started back over here. So my stitches are probably in that area since the last time you saw it. I love this project. I'm not really going to talk about plans for next year, I don't think, because my plans are just... I make a video, I tell you my plans, and then like 2 days later, I ditch those plans. So I feel kind of silly even making a 2024, right? So that's the year we're going into, a 2024 video. But I do want to have... just hang on. I did make some like loose plans of when I wanted to have this project done, because I was playing with Stitch Pal and like Stitch Pal is not nice to me. I mean, it has projects that's telling me that I'm going to finish them in 2090. I'm going to be 40 this year. I don't think that I am going to be alive in 2090. So I need to work faster. That's what Stitch Pal is telling me. But anyways, my nativity. I have it slotted to finish it in 2026, which I know this is like, it's a mini. It's not a big piece, but I'm really slow. Like I started this January 1st, 2022. So, and it's, hold on a second. It's not even at 10%. It's at 9 something, which I would like to get it to 10% by the end of the year. I think that that's possible. I think I need like 700 or 800 stitches, which being the Christmas season, that, you know, shouldn't be, it should be a project that I would want to focus on, but whenever I say I'm going to focus on something, I change my mind like quickly. So it is at 9.17. So yeah, I need to do 700 or 800 stitches to get it to 10% by the end of the year. All right, we are 10 minutes in and I've showed you guys one project. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next up is, sorry, my Coffee Sloth by Sheena Pike. Mini Coffee Sloth and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Again. Okay, so the last video that I think I showed this, I had hit 50%. And then I hit 50% in September, and then I hadn't worked on it until just the other night. I put in 111 stitches because Lucas chose this one for me. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. She's so cute. Yeah, Lucas chose this one to work on, and he wanted me to work on the mug. So, yes. I worked on the handle of the mug just the other day, so this is on 16 count. That's why it looks so big, even though it's a mini. Like, its total stitches are only 30,000. So this one is my focus. Well, I don't know, focus, but I want to get, this is my first one that I want to get done because it's also my first Heaven and Earth design that I started. So that one is slotted for pretty sure it's 2024 finish. 2024 finish. According to Stitch Pal, if I would do 39 stitches per day, I will have it done by December 31st of 2024. I should be able to do 39 stitches a day, but I have so many starts planned for next year, which, why? I don't know. I like to start things. I don't like to have charts just sitting around. If I've been gifted a chart or something like that, I want to start them. The only thing that's stopping me is fabric. Fabric is ridiculously expensive. That's the only thing that's stopping me from just starting everything that I own. Which is not a huge, like, I don't have a huge stash compared to some people, but I mean, I think I was telling the girls that I probably have like 7 or 8 starts planned for March. Like, it's crazy. And I think I said that I'm up to 34 whips and possibly 35 because Joss, the budget stitcher, and Tina, who doesn't have a Flosstube or a Instagram, but she always comments on my videos and Joss's videos. Anyways, she said that I need to bring out my UFO that I have of I think I showed it in my very first video, and then I decided I was not gonna work on it, but it's a floral, like, oh, what are those flowers? Tiger lilies, right? I think that's what they're called. No, stargazer lilies, not tiger lilies, stargazer lilies. I love the project, but it's a paper pattern. I wonder if I could put it into Pattern Keeper. That would probably help me work on it a lot more if I can put it into Pattern Keeper. I should look into that. Anyways, they told me that I needed to bring it back out, so I could possibly be at 35 whips by the end of the year. Unless I have 2 finishes that I could possibly have by the end of the year. Probably not, but maybe. Speaking of that, this is my Mario piece. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. So since you last saw it, I have put in 191 stitches. And here it is now. Many people, when I put this up on... Some people, when I put this up on Instagram, oh, you can see the Christmas lights through there. We're very excited to see that I had finally started on Mario's face, because they've been telling me a while that I need to start on Mario's face. So I have, where did I figure this out? I think I have 1,400 or just under 1,500 stitches left in this. And the boys, this is a kind of a surprise for the boys. Like, they don't know about it, I don't think, or they've forgotten. So they haven't seen it in a long time. So they might still, I don't know, whatever. I've still tried to do it as a secret, and so I only work on it when they're at school, and they're done school. That was a really weird face. Sorry. They're done school the 22nd. I think that's their first day of holidays. So I don't have a whole lot of time left to do this. I think I figured it out. Was this the one that I needed 180 stitches? You guys that I was talking to about this, you would know if it was 100 and, I don't know. I think it was 180 stitches I needed per day to get it done. So that's not terrible. It's like it's not confetti. It's a lot of block stitching. And now that I have it on Pattern Keeper, let me just tell you what my percentage is. Oh, well, while I'm at it, I don't think I told you what I was on for my sloth. 50.54%. So, you know, I got it up there. And Mario is at 86.48%. So if there's going to be any finish, it's going to be Mario. But I have one other one that could possibly be a finish. Okay. What is next? Nope. Oh, okay. When did I work on that one? Oh, okay. This is my cross by Thomas Kincaid. I try to work on this. If I work on it, it tends to be a Wednesday for Oldest Whip Wednesday, even though this is technically my second oldest whip, but that's okay. It's still pretty old. I started it in 2015, so, you know, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I think I showed this on my last video, and I think I had said that I was, well, hold on, let me just show it to you. Are those lights, Christmas lights, really gonna mess with everything? This is where the new stuff is over here. And I think my last video I said, oh man, guys, the coloring is not, this is not the best coloring, but you got a pretty Christmas tree behind you. So, I mean, you know, we have to do what we have to do. Okay, so I think I started the diagonal. I think I started working on a diagonal and parking, apparently. Although it's a paper chart, so I think for parking I just put a different color of highlighter to try and show that it's parked. But again, this one isn't, I mean, if you've worked with any of the Kincaid, I'll get it, just give me a second. Disney Dreams collections. I think it's the same kind of like color palette where it's not like super confetti, but there's lots of blends. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not how the Disney Dreams are, but that's what this one is. It's got splotches. That sounds great. It's got like blocks of color, but there are lots of blends. So, anyways, this one is not slotted for a finish for a really long time, even though it's my second oldest whip. But you know, we'll get there someday. I do really like it. I mean, I like all my projects, apparently, except for ones that I UFO. But apparently, I like those too because I might just bring them back in. So I don't know. Okay, next. Oh, okay. So we have had the strangest weather. Like, I'm in Canada, Alberta, Canada. And if you know anything about Alberta, Canada, you know that we normally have like freezing cold days, like minus 30s, sometimes even minus 40, lots of snow. That has not been happening this year. This year we've had, I mean, I can see brown on like this grass. Like you can see the grass. That's how little snow we have. We've had maybe 4 days of snow. I don't know. But anyways, this next project is not in front of me. Just saying. Okay. So this next project is my Nomies, which is supposed to be my snow day project, but it just hasn't been very much snow, so I haven't worked on it nearly as much as I thought that I would have. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is by Kaylee from the sewingshop.ca. I'm stitching this on 16 count. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I've added 84 stitches. I don't know if I was considering that for like the 3 day. I don't know if I was doing a length of thread a day. I don't know. I think that was all in one day. I was kind of tired of not having snow, which just seems really weird because I don't really care for snow, but I just decided to work on this. So here it is. What did I say? 84 stitches. Oh, that's really wrinkly. But I don't have an iron, so I think I finished the snuggle up. So, I mean, I assume that we will get more snow eventually. I mean, our winter usually lasts like 6 months, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of snow coming. It's just weird right now. Like, it almost looks like we're gonna have not a white Christmas. I don't know. And it hasn't even been that cold. Like, last year around this time, I think we had, like kids, the schools closing because it was like minus 40 with the wind chill. But today it was minus 14 Celsius with the wind chill. It was minus 8 this morning with just regular. I don't know. We had a weird fall too. We had a really like warm fall. So I don't know. This is the kind of year, like even our summer was crazy. Like we had plus 30s, which is just weird for us. This would have been the perfect year for me to do one of those. I'll get it. Just give me a second. This. Oh my goodness. Why can't I think of temperature charts? I was gonna say thank you, but you guys didn't tell me, unless people were shouting at me and it just somehow came into my head, even though it's not the right time. Anyways, moving on. Okay. Oh, this one, I was so sad because I didn't get to show it in my last video. I say so sad. You guys must think I like walk around all the time, like moping and sad the amount that I say that I'm so sad. Anyways, I don't. FYI. Um, okay, so this is Mini Mountain Landscape, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't know who the artist is, or the person who took the picture. I really need to look at that, because I think Artisy has the same picture, and I think they give credit for somebody. So I should really look up that, because I've talked about this many times. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is Mini Mountain Landscape. I don't know if I said that. Actually, I don't even know if Heaven and Earth Designs has a full size or if it's only a mini. I've only seen the mini stitched. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I have only added 99 stitches. So you're not going to see a lot. I bet it was just one of those days where I'm like, I really want to show that in my next Flosstube, so I'm going to put some stitches into it. I guarantee that's what happened. So 99 stitches. Here it is now. Oh, sorry. I am so disappointed with this lighting. I really don't want to do this all over again, so I hope you... Okay, so this right here would have been where, working on the diagonal. I'm just going to keep rotating this until I get the colors that I want, but... Alright, so right here, which looks like it's not really a big deal, but it's the confetti. Can you see all those colors? There's like purples and grays and blues and blacks, and definitely some of that 939 and 310. Put my tablet away. I don't know why. What was the last project I showed? Because I didn't tell you the percent of it. That was Nomi's. Nomi's is at 39.23%. Okay. Mini Mountain is at 9.46. You would think that I would, 10... Oh, hopefully you didn't hear me snap that closed. You would think that I would work harder to get it to 10%, right? Like, I'm going to end all my projects that are close to 10% at 9.99% this year, so that next year I can be like, I made it to 10% on all my projects. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding, but that seems like something I would do so that I could have, feel accomplished at the beginning of the year. Okay, guys, I didn't work on my Gilmore Girls project or Daydream Sea Turtles or that one. I'm just flipping my projects that I... What? Okay. Sorry. Well, some of these projects I did work on in the beginning of November, like I said, so, but you've already seen them, so I'm not gonna... This isn't a full November recap, because if I did my video on the 7th, I think, of November. Okay, so this is my raccoon, because the only reason this got worked on was because the other day, Allie requested it, because I said, I don't know what to work on, and she said, work on your raccoon. So this is my raccoon. Maybe my phone's really dirty. I don't know. It's very, I think it's just the... maybe that's better. No, I think it's I think there's a sun ray I can see right there. And I don't feel like messing with it, so. Raccoon by Cottage Garden Samplings, which I bought fabric. It should be coming for from 123 Stitch, although I haven't actually checked my tracking number in a while. I really hope that didn't get lost. Anyways, I ordered the fabric for the beaver. So I think I'm gonna start that one next year at some point. Even though I know I think I said I'm not going to do another one of these series until I finish the first one. Yeah, that's not happening because I'm probably gonna start the bear next year too. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I added 156 stitches the other day, and I worked on just the white. It's not white. It's 3865, but I mean it's close enough to white. But I really like the way that it pops on this fabric because this is like a green. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's not white. Well, obviously you can tell it's not white because that all there doesn't blend in. It pops off really nice, actually. It pops off nicer in when I'm looking at it than this lighting that I'm giving you guys. But anyways, so cute. Lucas looked at this and he's like, "Oh, Mom, you're almost done." I'm like, no, I still have the tail. He's like, "Oh, isn't that the tail?" No, sweetie. I'm like, so I showed it to him. I'm like, no, like, you know, there's, he's like, oh, he's like, okay, never mind. You have a ways to go. I'm like, yep, I do. I don't have a percentage on that because that is a paper pattern. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there if I can find, oh, okay. So this is my garnet by Carolyn Manning Designs. Excuse me, sorry. Hope I don't get hiccups now. I hadn't worked on this except last night. I put in 188 stitches. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. Yeah, that's right. My 188 stitches were those 4 diamonds there and then a little bit up there. So this one, I'm doing these for our family. This is my oldest's birthstone, January. I've already done the March one for me and Chad. I'm just doing the one because we both are in March and it's fine. Maybe I'll just like put the March one in the middle and then the boys one on the side. Sorry, my voice went weird. My voice went weird. And so I have this one, and then I also have Lucas's will be the turquoise, which will be another start next year. But what I was going to say is this one, I want to get it finished soon. I don't think I'll be able to finish it by the end of the year because, oh yeah, I'm at 39 point, I just put this on my Instagram yesterday, 39.89%. And yes, if you know the size of this project, that was 7 stitches that I needed to get to 40%. But again, I wasn't paying attention and I was done my length of thread and I just put it away. And then afterwards I was like, oh, 7 stitches. I could have done that to get to 40%. But you know what? Again, next time I work on it, I'll be like, yay, I got to 40%. So there's that. Anyways, so I don't think I can finish this by the end of the year, but I'm thinking it can definitely be a January finish. And this is on 16 count, just Ada from Michaels, and I bought another whole like roll of the 16 count to do any other Carolyn Mannings because I do have the turquoise, like I said, and then I also have Phoenix, which I think I will do on 18 or 16 count, and that'll probably be a start next year because I want to start it maybe in March. I don't know, but it'll be a start next year. All right. Next is my sister's project. Okay, yeah. I made this with the Threadbare app. So I can't really tell you, I can't give you a review on the app really because I'm still working on it. It's a huge project. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Since you have last seen it, I can't read. I've added 573 stitches. This is what it looks like. Did I just... No. Why? Why do I always put that upside down? Just... No. Okay. There we go. This is what it looks like now. If you've been around for a while or on Instagram, you know that I have talked a lot about the colors and I'm not sure how I feel about them. But then Chad reminded me that it is a huge project and from far away, the colorings. Did I do that upside down again? No. Okay. Oh man. Okay. From far away, he thought the colors blended really nice. So I think since the last time you saw it, I started filling in just more of that. I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth to two, wanting to do like the face and then wanting to fill in, like to actually fill in instead of having all these weird little gaps everywhere because I don't want to do confetti or ninja stitches actually. There's a lot of confetti in this. I don't know my percent because it's not on Pattern Keeper. And I can't look at my Instagram, so I'll maybe just put it in here if I remember. I make no promises. I want to say that I'm at like 2%, but I might not even be at 2%. I definitely am not at 3%. So, right, I was talking about slotted finishes, because this one, I definitely want to get it done now. At first, when I started it, I wasn't sure that I would ever actually finish it, but Chad really wants me to finish it. So, when did I say? Oh yeah, so in May of 2029, which I know is a long ways away, but it's a big project. May of 2029 will be 10 years that she's been gone, so I kind of want to have it done by then. And according to Stitch Pal, if I do 71 stitches a day, mind you, that is not counting those other two that I need to do daily to get them. But if I work on this and do 71 stitches a day, I can have it done by 2029. I know, that's like so weird to like, a lot of people have their projects done a lot earlier than 10 years, but you know what? It might get done sooner than that, but it's good to have at least like, I guess, kind of a goal. So yeah, that's that. What else have I got for you? Oh, you haven't seen this one in a really long time, and I only pulled this out just the other day because I felt like doing some Christmas stitching. This is my Christmas prayer. It is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine 2016. I think I had problems sharing this last time. Sure. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. I don't know if you could see that, but I tried. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I only added 43 stitches the other day. This is what it looks like now. I added most of the manger. It's just tiny, but are you getting the gold flecks? I don't know. This is 25 count. So it's really small. But I think the sheep are so cute. There's another sheep that needs to go over there. It's not easy to stitch because I am doing 25 count 2 over 1 full cross. I probably should have done 1 over 1 full cross, but so the sheep are a little thick. But it's not a very big project. It should have probably been done already, but that's the story of my life. 4 projects that I just snuck past that I haven't worked on. Okay, this is not that. Okay, this is my church, A Church for All Seasons by Nikki Boheen. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. Charted by Charting Creations. This is on 25 count, 2 over 1/10 stitch. Since you, no, did I, this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. Since you've last seen this one, I have added, there's so much fabric here, so just give me a second. 301 stitches. This is what it looks like now. I'm so sorry about the lighting. I think probably that is what's new. This one will be getting a bunch more this month because for December Wheel of Stitches, Allie picked this one for, I spun 1,200 stitches and she picked this one. So I've only gotten, what did I say, 300? 301 so far, so I've got a ways to go. I like how I'm like planning these like 2 finishes and then I completely forget that I need to still add like 1,000 stitches to this one, which 1,000 stitches takes me forever. So, but it's 10 stitch, so, and no, I'm about to get to a bunch of confetti. That's why I stopped, because I was doing the sky and it still, there's lots of colors in the sky, but I'm about to get to the tree, which is just going to be like 1 stitch park, 1 stitch park, but that's fine. It's a beautiful project. I love the project. I need to get motivated to do it, or not motivated. I don't need to get I just need to stitch it. That's just what it is. Okay, you guys have not seen this one in a while, and you know what? You might not see it today because what on earth did I do with that one? Well, that's just sad. I think I specifically worked on this one last time. It's right over there. I can see it. Okay, I'm not pausing. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. I specifically worked on this one so that I could show it. Like, I worked on it for 1 day. This is my top frog by Jody Bergsma. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. I have taken off 8% of this project, the outsides, because I didn't have enough fabric, so it was either wait to buy more fabric and waste this piece, or just cut off some of the background. I went with cutting off some of the background. So I started with I took off 6,660 stitches. Really? That's funny. Okay, so this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I added 265. This is a 25 count, 2/110. So 1 day of stitching, 265 is not like phenomenal or anything for 10 stitch, but you know, I don't know where. I feel like maybe I was working on the eye. See, this is my problem with starting in the middle. Like, I have realized I am not a middle starter because I get decision fatigue. I don't know which way to go. I need like structure. I need my right hand corner diagonal where I know exactly which stitch I am going, what I'm doing, because I think I also might have just like started down here. Like, I need to be told what to do. I can't apparently make decisions on my own. I might have like filled in some over here. I don't know. But anyways, that is what my frogs look like. And sorry, sorry guys, I just got a message on my phone. I didn't really want to talk about this, but one of our nieces, she's 12 years old, and she has cancer. So I just got the message that it was confirmed. Sorry. I might have to edit that out. I don't feel like doing this anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just gonna finish this up really quick. My next one that I have is Red Panda by Sheena Pike. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Was this a... Oh, this... I think this was a Wheel of Stitches pick by Alicia, maybe? Or, no, I think Carla. Carla from Stitch Me Sane. I think she picked this one. For 800 stitches, I think it was. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is. Here it is now. I think, oh, that coloring is terrible. Terrible, terrible. There we go. I think a lot of it, I think I just wanted to, I mean, I think I did a lot of like fill in. I think I did a lot of fill in with lots of colors, but I think towards the end I just kind of wanted to get the numbers done. And so I did that. So 546 since you last saw that. My next one is my dimensions kit. I don't know why I always try to show you this. I always end up putting a picture in because the glare is just, but this is Northern Night. Oh, you know what? I probably just could take it out of the plastic. That would probably make more sense. Anyways, I'll put a picture up. It's Northern Night by Dimensions. This is my first like real dimensions. Is it a gold? Yeah, I think I said that last time. Why not start with the gold? This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I ended up putting 259 stitches in it one night. I'm stitching this with Joss from the Budget Stitcher, and she was working on it, and I think she did like 500 stitches in one night, and I was like, I need to work on that. It's a beautiful piece. So that was a weird sound. I'm sorry. Okay, this is what it looks like now. So I believe this is all new. And no, not that. That's the same. I really gotta do that. It's backwards, but yeah, that's the new stuff. The colors in this are so pretty. Again, I am trying to work up and to the right corner, because that's just how I stitch the best, is from the right down. So I'm slowly trying to make my way up to the top and over, but my counting is not great, so I can't just, especially if this was gridded fabric, I would just count the boxes over and it'd be a lot easier to count, but it's not, so I don't want to make a mistake like that. So that's that one. All right, this seems appropriate. Lord's Prayer by Anne Makes Things. I'm stitching this with Rainy. This is what it looked like when it's done. This is a free pattern on her website. I am doing this 28 count 1/1. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it, and I've added 96 stitches. And I think just some more words. It's on like a blue. It's like a really light blue, and this is gonna be so tiny, but I really like it. That didn't show you everything. There you go. Anyways, I really need to work on this one as well. Kind of sad that I don't get to go show you guys Sea Villains as well, but I did my last video, I had done 1,000 stitches in it, so I'm not surprised that I didn't work on it in the last month or whatever. It has had progress. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm flustered. I'm trying to get this. Okay, this is my Blanket Fort by Amy Stewart. This is also on 25 count, 2/1 10 stitch. I don't think that this was like a wheel of stitches or anything. I think I just, oh, me and Alicia made crazy goals for our biggest projects. So hers was the Grand Library, which obviously hers is the super size max color Grand Library, so we weren't doing the same percentage, but it was I can't remember now what percent we needed to get to. Was it I needed to get to 10% and she needed to get to 5% of hers? I don't know. I can't remember right now. But we were challenging each other because why not? And it was ridiculous amount. I think I need 25,000 stitches. And the first person who gets there, I think they have to buy something off the other person's wish list. That's what it was. I don't know. I can't remember. It's going to be forever before we get there. But so I think for some reason I was just decided to do a bunch of this one. I think I also had been doing a bunch of stuff that wasn't tent stitch, and I was just craving some tent stitch because it stitches up faster. So I think I showed you what it was going to look like when it's done. And this is where it was when you last saw it. And I've added 446 stitches. Again, I love this project. I am working on the diagonal, but I'm working on the diagonal per page. So that's why I've like cut off there. But I do feather a little bit. Oh, maybe I didn't there. But I do every once in a while. Like if I'm coming to the bottom of the edge of the diagonal and there's like one stitch of the same color before it, like after it, I'll just do that stitch instead of just parking the one stitch. That just, I don't know, I don't care to do that. So I'm not like a strict like diagonal. I go over sometimes, but I am trying to do the page because I think I said this last time. I'm trying to get to the page down here because that's when the blanket fort really starts. But this project, you get into stuff right away, so it's not like boring background. I think this is the project that said that I had until 2090 to finish it. What is that one at? I don't even think it's at 2%. Oh, I'm sorry. It is at 0.79%. So yeah, me and Leanne and Rainey and Alicia have been talking about trying to get all of our full coverages to 5% or as many as we can. And to get this one to 5%, I think I have to do like 13,000 stitches. So it's a goal. I'm putting it out there that I'm going to try and get my projects to 5%, but it's probably not going to happen. Probably by day 3, I'm going to be like, I'm done. Okay, I have 3 projects left. Give me a second. Okay. This is my lavender wreath. It is a project for my mother-in-law as she is battling cancer right now. It's my project that I work on whenever she has tests, doctor's appointments, or just a bad day that I just want to pray over her. This is what it will look like when it is done. It's from Light Unicorn Designs on Etsy. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I have added 668 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. I think most of my stitches are all up there. There was one day that I think I did like 400 stitches, and I think it was like all that, so it should look different than the last time you saw it. There's still lots to go. I think I made it to the 5%, and Chad wanted me to get it to 10% by the end of the year. So yeah, if you guys are paying attention to this video, when I've said like, oh, I want to get this finished by the end of the year, I want to get this to 10% at the end of the year, and like, if we make a list of all my goals for till the end of the year, they're not happening. Like, they're not. So anyways, oh, this fabric is Winter Dream. Kaylee, why can't I ever remember? It's a good thing that you put these on here. Winter Dream. It's 16 count. Kaylee from mysewingshop.ca. Wow. Oh, this might actually be the best that you can see that fabric in any of the videos that I have showed you. Okay. Okay, so this is I call it friendship. Sorry for the zipper. It's called, seriously? Oh yeah, it's called Tea by Nora Corbett, Mirabilia. I am stitching this with Allie. We're both stitching this, then we're gonna stitch those on each other's, and then swap again. Hopefully one of those will be actually in person. So this one got quite a bit of work because, what's that? In November, it was, I spun 4 days, and Allie picked this as my wheel of stitches. So this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I think I've showed this once. Yeah, I think so, because I think I showed it on here before I even showed it on Instagram. Here it is now. I don't know why I do that voice. I think I just did a lot of the 310, which, really? How many stitches did I do? 324. So, I don't know, does that look like 324 stitches? Oh, I think some of this purple is new too. But this is 16 count heroic by Picture This Plus. I really don't think you're going to be able to tell what color that. I don't know if you can see, because it's like it's got like pinks and purples and blues, and it's kind of a pinky peachy color. That is terrible, terrible description of this fabric, but I think it's one of those ones you have to see in person, because even what they show on, you're not gonna see that, even what they show on like 1, 2, 3 stitch, this was not the color that I was expecting. I'm fine with it. I like the color, but I was expecting it like to be darker, because I used the what's that app where you can put like your Mirabilia and then do like all the different fabrics behind it, and it gives you a sample of what it's gonna look like. Well, I have no idea what that app is. Anyways, sorry. It said that it was going to be much darker, which that's Ada. So maybe if you used like, if you did like even weave or linen or something, maybe it dyes different. I don't know. It's fine. I like it. It's not what I was expecting when it came in. Okay, last one. A new start. I mean, can we have a update video without a new start? I don't even know if that's possible. But I did mention that I was going to be starting this, so it shouldn't be like a huge surprise if you've watched any other videos. This is Hummingbird, also by... I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot how much I've actually done on this. This is funny. This is Hummingbird. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is also by Light Unicorn Designs. I started this on November 9th. With Alicia, this was our reward for getting our projects to 50%, right? For getting our second project. The Mirabilia was for the first person who got to 50%, and then this one was for the second person when they got to 50%. So we get to 50% on one project and we get 2 new starts, but it's fine. I don't have a before picture because, so I 108 stitches. I'm just gonna show this to you. I started, so I'm working on the beak, you know, and I was so mad because I can't count, and this is um it's in Pattern Keeper, but I can't count, and I had to frog like I only did 108 stitches, and I think I had to frog like 50 because I carried my color all the way down. And sometimes when I do the wrong color or something, like it was only like 2 or 3 stitches that I actually messed up on, but they were way at the beginning, and I had already carried it like all the way down here, and I couldn't just take out those without taking out all those, unless, like I was going to say, sometimes I will just go over top of the color with the right color, and it might be a little bit thicker or whatever, but I've never had a problem with it, except the colors that I used or the colors that were supposed to be in that spot, it was I think it was like a darker color and then it was supposed to be a lighter color on top, and it wouldn't have worked. So I frogged like my 50 stitches out of my 108 that I. Anyways, this is another Kaylee fabric. What is it? Perfectly Pastel 16 count. I don't. It's so pretty. It actually kind of has a. I don't know if it's really ombre, but it's like a dark. It's like a brighter pink on the bottom, and then it gets a little bit lighter. It's really pretty, but this is not. It's not showing you anything. Like, can you see how bright that pink is? I don't know. It's gorgeous. My Instagram, I think, shows the color decent. Yeah. All right. I think just over an hour. I didn't think I would be an hour with only 19 projects, but I am. I was going to do more and talk about my plans, but you know what? I don't really feel like doing that right now. Sorry. Not to be offensive to you guys. So I think I'm just going to end this. I don't think that I will have another video before New Year's, because like I said, my kids are done on the 22nd, and then they don't go back until January 6th or 7th, and I don't like taping when I'm not alone, because it feels weird. And they would probably try to get in on the videos, or they'd be like snickering downstairs, and then I would just, yeah. Anyways, so if I don't come back, if I do come back, it would probably be for a whip parade, because I feel sad that so many of these projects that I have that I love did not get shown. It sounds almost like prideful or something. That's not what I mean, but anyways, yeah, so if you celebrate, have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you get to spend lots of time with family, friends, loved ones. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So take care. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments or anything, leave them down below. I will get back to you. I always reply unless I don't see it. I'm pretty active over on Instagram if you want to see more of my daily progress on things. I usually post after every time I work on a project, sometimes multiple in a day, because I can't decide what to work on. So thank you again for watching and commenting and liking and subscribing and all those things. I will see you either after Christmas, I don't know, or I will see you in the new year. And yeah. Okay, bye guys.